artists! Today, Lucy and I are so excited to teach you about... Yes, Lucy, the pizza we ordered. It's finally here. Yummy! Let's open it up. Uh-oh, this isn't a pizza. This is a slice of pizza made out of paper. That's because today in art class, we are going to practice our cutting and gluing skills by creating a slice of pizza made out of paper. It may seem silly that a slice of pizza is going to be our subject matter today in art class, but in fact, it's not uncommon at all. Many artists use common everyday objects as their subject matters. Most of these artists are associated with what we call the pop art movement. In fact, there was one very famous American sculptor who is actually still alive today named Claes Oldenburg. Oldenburg produces gigantic sculptures of common objects. Here are some examples of his public installations of his massive sculptures. Pop art makes us question objects that we see and use perhaps every single day. So, let's get started. Alright artists, today we are going to use scraps of paper, glue, scissors, and crayons to create our very own slice of pizza. Now, with this project, you can make your pizza any way you would like. You can add as much cheese and as many toppings or as few of toppings as you would like. You can add pepperonis, sausage, onions, peppers, pineapple, ham. It's completely up to you. Now, the very first thing that we're going to do with this project is you have a piece of brown paper with the outline of a pizza slice drawn on this paper. I would like for you to grab a pair of scissors. Now, before you begin cutting, we need to remember that with the scissors, our thumb goes up top and our fingers go down here in the bottom, like this. We open it up and close, open, close, open, close. And we also need to remember that we never leave our chairs in art class with scissors in our hand. There's no reason that we would ever need to leave our chair with scissors. But if you do walk with scissors, remember to hold it like this. Okay, this is the safe way to hold scissors. Now, the very first thing that we will do with our scissors is we will, as carefully as we can, on the line, go ahead and begin cutting your pizza slice from your brown paper. As we're cutting our pizza slice, I'm making sure to stay as close as I can on the line. Now, once you are finished cutting out your pizza slice, go ahead and keep the scraps at your table because they may come in handy later. Then you can take your scissors and close them and put them right next to your pizza. If you're not quite yet done, that's okay. All right, now what we're going to do is you are going to choose a crayon and you are going to write your name on the pizza. You just need to write your first name on the pizza. So right here, I wrote Miss Shoe. So go ahead and write your name, and then you will turn your pizza slice over. So go ahead and write your name, and then turn your pizza slice over like this. Now, I will put my crayon back. Next, this is the part where it's kind of up to you. If you would like to go ahead and just start by cutting your cheese, you can. But Miss Schumacher is actually gonna add some sauce to her pizza. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take my pizza slice and I'm gonna put it on top of a red sheet of paper. Now you do not need to do this if you do not want sauce on your paper. So with the sauce, I'm gonna go ahead and trace my pizza slice again. Sauce on pizza would end about right here. I'm gonna draw a wavy line, okay? Now I'm not gonna cut this top part here. I'm just gonna cut this part where the sauce is. I'll show you in just a second. If you're kind of confused, go ahead and watch Miss Schumacher do this step first. There's Lucy being so noisy. I'm sure you can hear her in the background. She does not have her quiet voice on. And then I'm gonna cut out my wavy line. Oh, Lucy, she just knocked off the crayon. All right, now I'm gonna put my scrap of paper over here. Now you can see when I put my sauce on, it fits my pizza and it ends, so there's now a crust. So if you would like to use a red sheet of paper to create your sauce, again, you just take your pizza, you trace it on a red sheet of paper, and then you cut off a wavy line because you need a crust up here. Now, in order to glue this down, and whenever we use the glue, we just twist open the top and we do dots. We use the dot method. So I'm just gonna do a dot in the corner here. Oops, that's a little too big. Miss Schumacher did not mean to do that. Dot right here, a dot right here. And look, that is all you need. You just need dots in the corners. Now I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to hold it down. Okay. Next, Miss Schumacher is going to take some of her yellow and cream paper and I'm going to cut some cheese. I'm going to move my other scrap papers away. And in order to cut the cheese, I can take even 2 pieces of paper on top of each other. I'm just gonna cut lines like this, lines out of the paper. Some are going to be thinner than others, because I will have some thicker cheese and some thinner cheese. And I also want not all of the same colored cheese. I'm gonna have some of this color, and then I have this yellow sheet of paper here. And I'm gonna cut some lines out of this. I'm just gonna cut straight up. So I have these really long strips of paper. Like that. Now, after I cut the strips of paper that will be used for the cheese, I'm going to cut them now in even smaller. Okay, like this. So now I'm getting like little sprinkles of cheese. that I can put on top of my pizza in just a second. So I'm cutting out the cheese. And again, you don't have to have cheese on your pizza. Wouldn't it be a very good pizza without cheese? But again, this is your slice of pizza. So, and if you're still working on the sauce, that's okay, you have plenty of time. Being very careful with the scissors as I use them. Now my cheese has to be the first layer. See how it's underneath the onions and the peppers and the sausage and the pepperonis? So that has to be my first layer. So now I'm gonna take each cheese, I'm gonna do dot, dot on each end. I'm gonna start holding it. I'm gonna start gluing it down. Dot, dot, doing a dot at each end, making it very random. I can maybe even do a few at the same time. Dot, dot. Dot. Like this, and here I'm putting down pizza, just doing a dot in each corner. And again, cheese on a pizza would be very scattered. They wouldn't all be going the same direction. Hey, Lucy. Lucy was having so much fun making a pizza today. I think this is one of her favorite art projects. So I'm taking my time to put the dots on the back of each slice of cheese. This is going to be definitely my longest step. Dot, dot. I'm just using a little bit of glue. You really don't need much. Lucy, I need you to move, Lucy. Lucy. Oh, don't get in the glue, Lucy. Lucy, you're in the cheese. I'm gonna have to move Lucy as her tail is getting in the cheese and the glue. Lucy, come here. No kitties allowed right now. No kitties allowed. All right, we'll bring the cheese back over here. I'm going to continue gluing it. And if you cut cheese and if you cut too much, you can just put it in the bin in the center of your table. If you want to add some orange cheese or if there's some more yellow cheese, feel free to make your cheese look any way that you would like. See how I'm making it go in all different shapes, all different directions. I'm covering up almost all of my sauce. Okay, now I'm almost done with dotting my cheese, little small dots like that, holding it on, dot, dot, put on, dot, dot. Okay, now I think Miss Schumacher is done with her cheese, so you can just move your leftovers into the paper bucket at your table. And now I want to put on my favorite pizza topping, which are pepperonis. And for the pepperonis, Miss Schumacher is going to take some red paper, and I am going to cut circles for the pepperonis. And I'm going to show you a really cool technique that we're going to use to make it look like the pepperonis have texture. That's where our crayons come in. We can use the crayons to draw on top of some of our toppings to make it look like they're a little bit more real. Okay, so I have some pepperonis. Let me do one more smaller pepperoni. And I'm just churning the paper as I cut to make a circle. Okay, now I'm going to take my crayons, and with a dark brown, I'm just gonna do some kind of light kind of scribbles like this. They're almost like dots that I'm kind of just scribbling on to add some texture to my pepperonis. You can even take this brown crayon and go over the crust too to add some texture as well. You can even take like the white crayon and go on top of the crust too to add a little bit of texture. Or let's see, there's like this orangish crayon in here. Okay. All right, so now with the pepperonis, I'm gonna do dot, dot. That's all I need, 2 dots. I'm gonna hold down the pepperoni. I'm pressing very hard, holding it, and then straight up. So now I have my first pepperoni. Now dot, dot, hold this pepperoni down. Dot, dot. Now I'm gonna hold this pepperoni down. And you know what? I don't think I'm gonna have room for these other pepperonis because I wanna add some more toppings. So now that I have a pepperoni pizza, now I'm gonna add some sausage and some green peppers. And I think that's all I'm gonna put on my paper, but you can add more on your paper if you like. So to make the sausage, I'm just gonna take a brown sheet of paper and I'm gonna kind of just go in a wavy line when I cut. So it looks like a sausage. Okay, so there's a sausage. I'm just kind of going in a wavy line and I'm turning my paper. If this is too hard for you, Miss Schumacher can help you. Or if you don't want sausage on yours, you don't have to have sausage. I'm gonna make a smaller sausage. And I'm gonna do a 4th sausage. Okay. With my brown crayon again, I'm gonna draw a little bit on here just to create some more texture. Now I just need one dot for my sausage. I'm gonna do one dot, do a sausage here, one dot, sausage here. It can overlap the pepperoni. Sausage there, and a sausage here. And you know what? I'm looking at this now. I'm gonna add slice of cheese right here, and a slice of cheese right here. Okay. Now the last topping I'm gonna add is, I'm just gonna take a green sheet of paper. I'm just gonna do a really thin, curved line like this. Like this, very thin, curved line. Very thin, curved line. Now I have some green peppers. I'm just gonna do a little bit of glue on the back. I'm just gonna put this on top. And now I am done with my pizza slice. Now, when you are done with your pizza slice, the very first thing I need to see that you do is I need you to put the scissors pointed downward in the center of the table. And I need to make sure that you close your glue, you twist the cap, and you put the glue back in the center of your table. Then you will take your pizza slice and you're gonna put it on Miss Schumacher's counter to dry. We don't wanna stack them because they're wet with glue. Then, once you are done putting the glue and the scissors and the pizza slice away, you may use the crayons at your table, and you may grab a doodle sheet to free draw whatever you would like. I hope that you guys enjoyed this project.